How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
What is up? Good morning, everybody. Sean Baligian, what's up? KG, what's up? JB,
what's up?
What's up? Everybody, what's up? Touch the mustache. Touch it. Touch it. Feel it. Can you guys grow a mustache? That's one thing I like, honest to goodness.
Yeah.
If I tried, you'd all laugh at me.
Well, I mean, I technically do have a mustache. It ain't the most fully formed shit in the world, but I got a little something going on over here. Just a little bit.
Right. All right. So, JB, I'm looking at that upper lip right now. What you got over there?
Not happening. It's not happening.
Same with me. It's just not. And you know me, I usually have the growth here. It just doesn't come in here.
You have a beard, so technically you do have a mustache.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like,
the mustache.
You look at Riley's, that thing's magnificent.
It is.
That
I think he's
is
aura farming, to be honest with you, because where did this like mustache come from? And all of a sudden he breaks out of his slump now that he has the mustache. I think he's aura farming a little bit, just a little bit.
Aura farming.
Yeah. I mean, why else would you just go to straight mustache? Like it just, I don't know. It's a little weird.
You know the funny thing, back in the day when the goatees were in, like there was a space where I could not grow hair.
That's my problem.
It just stopped, dude. It just. Maybe it was from the dip coming out of the side of my mouth because I dip incessantly.
Oh, the tobacco burnt.
Yeah, the tobacco just burned the area. There ain't no hair coming out there, man. That tobacco killed it. All right, Tigers win. We're gonna get into it. All right, I think I've been good about keeping my promise. KG, I made you a promise when we were doing shows on Big D Energy in the spring. I was not going to be that guy this year.
Yeah.
I was going to enjoy it. I knew this was a good team. I honestly felt like they were the best team in the Central. I think they've proven that, okay? We're coming close to postseason now, which brings along a whole different set of concerns, okay?
Yeah.
Especially with the trade. You know why I love the trade deadline? And I want to get into that. Are the Tigers going to do more? I don't think there's a human being alive who sits back and goes, oh, no, we're set. We're cool.
No, of course not.
I think everybody wants to do something. You know why I love the trade deadline? I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday, but the Jays and the O's had a doubleheader. After game one of the doubleheader, the Orioles traded Dominguez, one of their bullpen arms, to the O's. Or the O's traded one of their bullpen arms, Dominguez, to the Jays.
Yeah.
And then he trots out there. Game one, there he is in his O's jersey. Trots out there, goes and gets his brand new Jays jersey, comes in and pitches against the dudes he was just sitting in the dugout with.
That is crazy.
2 hours earlier, clean inning.
That
One
is
inning
crazy.
pitch, 2 Ks.
Where do you even see that? You know how people joke all the time, oh, he's just trading locker rooms or he's going across to the other locker room. They literally did that in the same day. That's nuts. I've never seen anything like that.
I love some of those deals. You know, who was the guy back in the day? Wasn't it Austin? Austin Jackson, like, got word of and like jogged off the field.
Yeah, he did. That was Austin Jackson.
That's what happens.
That was a
man.
tough one for me.
Okay, so let's set the parameters here because I don't want any of you, and KG, especially you.
Okay.
I made you a promise. I want to keep my promise. The Detroit Tigers are going to win the division.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's
locked up. If you ask me, it's locked up.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I feel the exact same way, even stronger as I did. I don't think this division's that good. I do think it was inflated last year because of the brutality of the Chicago White Sox. And with, all the issues with the Cleveland Gamblers right now, Minnesota can't figure it out. Kansas City, coochie-coochie-coo, but, nobody's going to catch them in this division.
No, it's over with. And this is what I was trying to stress to people the whole time. And I have been, fully on board with they are not a World Series team to me. And it pains my heart to say that. But when I look at just the roster construction and how they have to win games, I really just don't view them as a World Series caliber team. Now, I do think that they can absolutely dominate the AL Central. They've done it to this point, and I do feel like that they can make some noise in terms of the whole American League. But I'm not ready to say World Series caliber team with just how they look right now.
No. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And I think some cracks have shown.
Yeah.
And before you yell at me, KG, I'm trying to stay positive, but now we're looking to the postseason and to the point that you made. I think a lot of us, yours truly included, said, yeah, we can win the American League. Why not?
Of course.
Why not the Tigers? I guess I'm going to answer my own question today. Why not the Tigers? And why my concerns are that the Tigers aren't going to find a way to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, pitching is something that scares you, and it was a strength for this team. Like, within a year's time, I don't know what happened to this great bullpen that we had, but, you know, the pitching absolutely concerns you, from starters to the guys in the pen. Hopefully that's something that they can turn around. I know it's not that much you can do at the trade deadline. I don't expect them to, you know, get a big name or a superstar, you know, at the deadline. But I do feel like they're in a position to where the guys that they already have can improve. And then if you add a little more juice to that, then maybe we can, you know, get some more magic going by the time the playoffs roll around. But the pitching absolutely concerns you right now.
And I think that's the word that you used. You know what? Whether we want to admit it or not, last year, we were blessed. There's a reason the Tigers were at what 0.02 chances to get in. Pitching chaos is not a sustainable thing.
No.
And everything went right. Bo Brisky fell down, banged his head, and all of a sudden was prime Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
I mean, every time that dude went out there, he did work.
And then he lost it somehow.
Right. Relievers are a funny bunch, aren't they, man? There's no other way to say it. So this is what we want to talk about with you guys this morning, okay? And feel free to jump in the chat. You know we'd love to have you. JB's keeping an eye on the super chats. You guys go to the front of the line. What are the expectations right now? And listen, if you think we're idiots, JB, I'd love to get your take. I think the division's done. Famous last words. I don't think anybody's going to put a scare in them. Cleveland, I know you've got that regular season magic, and you're obviously doing things right, but I think there's a reason that some of those quote-unquote smaller market teams maybe can get themselves in the playoffs, but they don't win anything.
Yeah.
You know, think about the Rays. I mean, everybody wanted to copycat the Rays. Madden was the smartest guy on the earth. They were never going to win a World Series, and I think the same thing would be said about this Cleveland team, KG.
Yeah, I mean, the Moneyball type strategies out there, it only gets you to a certain point. And it's been proven time and time and time again. You look at, you know, some of the highest payrolls in baseball, those are some of the best teams in baseball. So the Moneyball strategy I don't necessarily care for. And not to say that Scott Harris is completely running a straight up Moneyball strategy, but when you are relying on your youth and things of that nature, and you want to build from within, it can be taxing, you know, when you're this good of a team, but knowing your ownership might not, you know, add to that because of the track record, you know, just speaking on Chris Illy.
Look, and you know what? It's funny you mentioned Moneyball. You know what I think people forget? You know who was like the kryptonite for the Moneyball A's?
What?
Your Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, we were, right?
That's a fact.
And every year it was like, nope, this is the year. This is the year we're going to get him. And then JV went and took their soul. And, you know, obviously I think everybody remembers 06 and the Maglia home run and everything. So here's the routine right now, okay? And this is why I talked about this yesterday, and then Casey Mize went out and kind of proved me right, all right? If you're not worried about Casey Mize right now, you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, okay? This is a guy. He has gotten away all year with putting guys on base, okay? His whip has been elevated all year. KG, if you want to fact check me, I think it's over 1.3 now.
I'll check that.
I know it was heading into the game last night, and then it was brutal. And in fairness to Mize, he got out of the trouble. He put a bunch of guys on base. He got out of the trouble. He didn't last long, obviously, but that is not sustainable, especially when you play good teams during the year. What's his current whip?
Almost got it. Hold on.
All right,
But all right, 1.33.
See, I'm sorry. And you know, the ERA's down here, but when you're putting that many guys on base, man, you are going to get hit. you're going to get in trouble, especially against the better teams come playoff. And one of the things that we said is, okay, who's the 1-2 punch here? Right now, the Tigers are devoid of a number 2 that I feel confident about.
I feel you, but I keep pointing to Jack Flaherty as streaky.
I knew you were going
there.
I knew you were going there.
No, and I get it, y'all. Like, he is a streaky son bitch. Like, he is. But we got to realize, one, he is a top-tier pitcher in this league. He's not average by any means. I would say he's above average, but not elite. But he is somebody with experience that's been there and done that. And he's somebody that is capable of sitting down a lot of batters. The only thing with him is just how long will it take him to get settled into the game? Because we all know those first 2 to 3 innings for Jack Flaherty, they can get murky. They can look bad if he's giving up home runs and things of that nature. But overall, Jack Flaherty is a damn good pitcher, and I do feel like he's the number 2 for this team right now, and you kind of don't have a choice about it. Like, as much as I like Casey Mize, he just struggles with location a lot. And when he's missing the zone and he's leaving his breaking balls up, he has a tendency to go out there and get rocked. And you saw it yesterday, 31 pitch first inning. Like, it's tough, man. He didn't make it out of 2 ultimately. And yeah, it's just, you are concerned for what 1 through Scooble you have. You know that. But everybody else, I can understand the concern, but I do think you have a number 2 in Flaherty. It's just about everybody else after Flaherty to me.
And it's a nice position to be in. And the difference between this year and last year, it reminds me so much of 2006. 2006 was so magical because it was unexpected.
Right.
Okay? And I'm not like KG.
It's free money.
The second the season ended, I literally said to myself, next year's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because of expectations.
Of course.
And that team fell off so hard in the summer. I think people forget that 2007 team fell off so hard in the summer. And I got that same vibe right now. This has been cool. Don't get me wrong. I'll take the Central Division again. It's been a long time. They haven't won the division since 2014, okay? But I can't help myself, and I think a lot of fans are just like me. I'm looking ahead. And I'm going to ring the bell. I'm terrified of the Houston Astros. And I'll tell you why I'm tired. Because Valdez and Brown are unbelievable right now.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are Scooble, okay?
Right.
Neither one of them are. But you got Scooble here. You got Valdez and Brown maybe a notch below. And then I think there's a drop-off to who's the Tigers' number 2 pitcher. And I'm with you. I think de facto it has to be Jack Flaherty.
It has to.
It has to be Jack Flaherty. But which Jack are we going to get?
We don't know.
Right?
It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah. What did you call him? Maniac Cop? Is that?
No, I called him a loose cannon cop.
Loose Cannon Cop. All right. Maniac Cop was a bad horror flick back in the day.
I was like, Maniac Cop.
Yeah, check it out. But this is the scenario that we're at right now. Listen, you're not going to go get – it's not like Scott Harris going to wake up this morning and go, you know what, I'm going to walk out in the backyard. I'm going to pluck myself a nice number 2 off the tree, the trade tree. Right?
I would love that. I just don't think it's going to happen just based on what this organization does and how they move. I just don't see it. But I do think they will do something. Like, I know yesterday you said you think they're done. Like, you don't think they'll make any other moves.
I do.
And it's
I hope I'm wrong.
That'll be malfeasance if they don't. And just being real about it, like, a lot of people are not happy with the Chris Paddock move, and understandable to a degree. I get it. You know, he's not in the best form that you would like him to be right now. You do have a pitching coach in Chris Fetter that can maybe work some things out, but you look at that and you look at Luke Jackson, that's all you have to account for, and we're still 2 days away from the deadline. So logically, I think there is another move to be made. I just don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's a bat. I don't know whether it's another relief pitcher, which I'm sure a lot of people would love, or, I don't think they're getting any more starters at this point, but we got to figure it out. But it'd be malfeasance if they don't do anything.
It really would be, and I think especially like this bullpen, which is already leaking, when you're having guys do as Casey Mize did last night, when Bad Jack shows up, and this goes back to, you heard I don't like the deal at all. The deal that I don't like Paddock coming in here. How could I? Unless he's going to go out there and eat innings, and you're just going to accept the fact that he's going to give up 3-4 runs, then we're going to have to deal with that. Right now, we need an inning eater.
Absolutely.
Our pen is absolutely taxed, man. And this pitching chaos was something cute last year. there's no possible way you can expect that to happen 2 years in a row. You know what I mean?
No, and I don't expect it to because you aren't like as injured as you were last year. So I think you will have a little more at your disposal just by default. But, losing a Reese Olson is not good. Having Casey Mize go out there and give up a ton of hits is not good. And with the Chris Paddock move, I can understand it because you brought him in to be kind of like that 4th, 5th buffer starter. Now you kind of have to push him up a little bit because of where you're at. People weren't big on Flaherty when he came here either. And that's the only caution I would give you. And not comparing Chris Paddock to Jack Flaherty, of course, but when Jack Flaherty first came in, he was a broken man. He was a down and trodden and out pitcher. A lot of people had given up on him. And then he comes to this system. He works with Chris Fetter. And last year, he gave us an amazing year before he was traded. And, he did pitch in the World Series, although it was not the best performance. But you look at him this year, he's been okay. He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been bad either. And I think that, with Chris Fetter being kind of that buffer, Chris Paddock can maybe show you something. Like you said, at the very least, I think he can come in and eat some innings. And that's really essentially what you need right now because your bullpen has to get back on track.
I think people want to be wowed, and there's nothing wow about picking up Dobnak or Paddock.
Absolutely not.
And I'm not sure. Like I said, if I were a betting man, I don't think we're going to be wowed. I hope I'm wrong. I hope tomorrow morning we're talking about it. And,
right.
We're talking about this grandiose move. Some of the issues that are going on is there are about 10 other teams that feel the exact same way as the Detroit Tigers right now. And a team that I talked about, I think the Texas Rangers are a team that are flying way under the radar.
Yeah.
And I know we all sit back and say the Houston Astros, well, look what we did to Houston last year. That doesn't mean anything this year.
That is true.
That's a team with a hell of a lot of pride and 2 really good pitchers right now. And that, to me, KG, that's what concerns me. So what are we going to do to help this roster? We'll get into that. A lot of Lion stuff. We were joking about it, okay? I'm not turning this into the wacky morning radio show. Hey, good morning, everybody. 8:15, 15 minutes after the hour of 8, traffic and weather together. But tomorrow's going to be cold and rainy. That's just right for football day, isn't it?
It really is perfect.
Only a high of 70?
Yeah, I'll take it over this swampy shit we got outside. I'm sick of it.
I just want, you know what? As much as I love air conditioner, I swear to God, I think the inventor of air conditioner is the smartest man that ever walked the face of the planet, okay?
Right.
I love him so much. But to be able to turn off the air tomorrow and open up the windows.
A natural breeze?
Oh, my
it's
gosh.
nothing like it. It's nothing like
My pants are going to be off. I'm just telling you right now.
I'm
just telling you right
now.
No, listen.
70-degree weather, pants coming
down.
down.
What happened? I heard the song and they just fell off. All right, JB, where are we going?
I got to tell them about Mad Packs, but first let me clear up these super chats because shout out to everyone sending in super chats.
Thank you.
$4.99 from one Kellen Morrison, 6243. They said we need more bullpen and hitters by tomorrow, and we are losing Scooble. Year is now go all in. We are lucky we're playing the MAC division of baseball.
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry, the man spit facts there.
We may keep Scooble. We don't know. But yeah, I know. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Shout out Chris Illich.
Y'all saw right through that shit. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. That's little Chris, man. What do you want from me?
Shout out little Chris. Another $5 from Silas 5339. They said if we get into the World Series this year, we can win, even if we play the Dodgers. Now, Can we sustain this without money? Hell no. Pay some people, please.
I mean, that's kind of you kind of contradicting yourself a little bit, but I get you. But it's going to take some money. They're going to have to spend some cash at some point. I'm convinced.
That 1,000, I'm sorry, that is an undeniable fact in Major League Baseball, man.
Yeah.
Even with the sustained success of the Cleveland franchise, whether it be the Indians or the Guardians, whether it be the Rays, whether it be the A's, I'm sorry, you got to spend money in Major League Baseball. You do.
Eventually, especially if you're going to end up losing Tarek Scooble along the way. So, you got to spend some money.
That's fashion.
How does 8 years, $400 million sound? Does that sound like a good? Does that sound like the kind of deal that Christopher Illich is going to throw out there?
I would give that man a blank
check
and try to make it work. Like, seriously, I don't care if I got to figure it out in the last 2 to 3 years. I would sign the man and just worry about it later. That was just the smartest thing to do right now.
Anything else, JB?
It's a smart move. And one last comment from Rando Small, sending in $2. He said,
Shout out.
relax. Harris will get the job done.
I hope you're right, bro. I do. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, my concern isn't Scott Harris.
Yeah.
I think you know where I'm going with
Yeah,
that. My concern isn't Scott
That's
Harris.
little Chris.
Sorry. Listen, nothing personal. Nothing personal.
Yeah.
Okay?
What do we have to go on, Sean?
Right. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Come on.
That's exactly the dynamic. Listen, until he proves otherwise, people are going to continue to say these things, okay?
Yeah. You raising the price of pizzas, but ain't doing nothing with our goddamn baseball team.
Don't know what to tell you.
I'm just saying, man.
All right, Mad Packs it is, right, JB?
Yep. Don't pay $10 for that hot and ready. But anyway, Mad Packs. They released their new line back in May, and they are available at so many retailers right now. Go out and find some. You got the high-low, getting you high for the low. KG's favorite, my favorite as well, too. That Boom Shakalaka. Boom. They got that for you, that live resin-infused tarantula. Go out to anywhere Mad Packs are being sold and go and get yourself some. Enjoy your day with Mad Packs.
Do it.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you will.
We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
How about y'all come on down on a very, very beautiful day outside and go to Les Stanford Buick and GMC because they got great offers for you right now. They are really trying to get people in vehicles. Get a 2025 Hummer EV SUT lease special for $599 a month with tax, of course. Or try out the 2025 Hummer EV SUV lease special at $699 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation lease special for only $169 per month. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory. You could do that by going to Les Stanford Buick and GMC, or you can get all these specials at LesStanford.com.
So listen, we're gonna do a shitload of Lions, okay? You know that we're only a day away. It's exhibition, I know, but we're all gonna be dialed in.
Yeah,
no other way
it don't
to
feel
say
like it. They got us working like it's a regular season fucking game. I know
listen,
that.
you know what? It's funny you say that. That's what. Listen. we got you covered during the exhibition season. Guess what?
Yeah, we do.
This just in. We're doing pre-games and we're doing post-games.
Yeah.
For preseason football.
And watch party.
And watch parties. All right?
That's how you know
Keep
they
it locked
good.
in.
And by the way,
It must be good.
don't say that we never did anything for you, okay?
Thank you, Sean.
This morning.
Thank you.
All right? Not only are we giving you all the Lion coverage, but JB, can you do me a favor with those cameras?
Oh, yeah.
So you got me, right? Look at that.
Oh.
That's a face my mother doesn't even love, okay? Then you got KG.
A little better.
A lot better. Let's be honest, right?
I like to think I'm a little bit
Okay.
better.
Then you got JB.
Jay Bizzle.
Okay.
For shizzle my nizzle.
And this is almost like we were just talking about the Scooble, Valdez, Hunter Brown, and then there's a drop-off.
Yeah.
Well, this is going the other way. Then the fourth member of our crew this morning, don't say I never did anything.
Top of the rotation, baby.
Look at that. Hold on. Can I try that? Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the. It don't
I
work,
think
Sean.
hers. I think hers works a little
Yeah, I
better.
think hers works
She's
better.
the Tarek Scoople in the room right now. We just
Haley in
gotta-
the house this morning as well. Glad you're with us again. Be a part of the chat. Jump in, head of the line, super chat like a few guys already have this morning. Obviously talking about the Tigers. KG, I'm convinced that this franchise isn't going to do anything else. I
How?
hope I'm. You know how.
Yeah, well,
You
yes.
don't. You don't want to answer the how. You know how.
But true, but I mean that I will put that on Sky Harris then, because you have to find some way to convince Christopher Illich that this team needs a little bit more, especially in a year like this in which you jumped out to maybe the fastest lead I've ever seen the Tigers jump out to in terms of the AL Central. And like you said, you compared them to 2006 in the first segment. I think it's a little different than that because they have met expectations this year. I would say exceeded expectations this year because nobody really saw this coming. Y'all can at home and
I
in
agree
the
with
chat,
that.
y'all can say y'all the great philosophers of this generation and shit. And you saw Torque, being back. You saw Javi being back. If you did, you're Nostradamus, and all power to you. But most people did not see the Tigers doing what they did this year. I think expectations change. And not saying you got to go out there and get the big name because we know they're kind of allergic to that, but you have to do something. This team is in need of a little bit of extra juice, and you have the ability to go do that, and I think they will.
See, I agree with what the dynamic is the same. Like 2006 was magical, 2024 was magical. That ended after that season because expectations come in. The difference between 07 and 2025 is the expectations are going to be met by this team.
Yeah.
In 2007, it was a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Like when
remember.
that team fell off, it was a dagger, and you're sitting there going, "How'd this happen?"
Right.
Right.
I thought we were good.
Right. How did this happen? So here, do you know, I'm going to make a comparison to the Red Wings for just a second. And,
Okay.
and although the success levels are like this right now and nobody can deny that, part of the issue last year at the NHL trade deadline for all the people that wanted Steve Yzerman to do this, that, and the other thing is when I call you, I am not asking you for the shit that you want to give me.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
So we're in that point in time right now. So Justin and I off the air, shout out to Justin. Justin and I would say, tell me somebody who you want, and I'll be the general manager of the opposite team.
Yeah.
And so he'd say, well, I want to make a play for this guy, and I go, well, are you going to give me Casper? Because if I'm starting a rebuild, I want an NHL ready guy.
I feel you.
Okay, so you don't want to give me Casper. Okay, cool. Are you going to give me ASP? And so I think if Scott Harris is making calls right now, pick a team. Pick any team, right? Who do you want from a team? If I'm the general manager of said team, okay, all right, well, the season didn't go the way that I wanted. We don't really like the general direction right now. We want a piece that we can be excited about and we can sell to our fans, like Al Avila did to this franchise for 5 years.
Yeah.
It was always kicking the can down the road. Wait till you see this prospect. Oh, no. Wait till you see. He's still 2-3 years away, but just wait till you see him.
Right.
If I'm that general manager, you know what I'm doing? I'm asking for Clark. I'm asking for McConaughey. I'm asking for that which you don't want to give up. And so I think when you tie it all together, the lack of really opening up the purse strings and the lack of wanting to give up these top prospects, Well, who are you going to give up to get something of value?
Sean, I totally agree with you. I think this is different in this aspect. Scott Harris and the Tigers organization have built up our farm system to levels that we hadn't seen in years. And I do understand the names, unproven talent. I get it. For a long time we were strung along with, oh, look at this guy, he's going to be the next great thing, and it never came to fruition, or they were traded off the team. But I think that they have so many good prospects in their system now to where, if you don't give up your top two, you can still give up maybe the next two in the order and be able to yield something substantial. I'm not saying it's going to be like a star player or anything, but I look at guys like Brasenio. I think that he's a good enough name to where if you stick him in a trade offer, teams would bite on that. Same thing with Bryce Rayner. He's shown a lot of promise. Even I'd be willing to go as far as Kevin McGonigal if I'm getting the right type of player back in return. But to me, Max Clark is untouchable because I think he's going to be the 5-tool player of the future for the Tigers. And by all accounts, Scott Harris is all in on him. Like, that is his baby of a draft pick. And once he hits the roster, we'll see just how good Scott Harris drafting is. But I think that he absolutely wants to hang on to Max Clark, but everybody else I would say is expendable.
KG, this is where, and I think I'm using his persona or what we perceive his persona to be. I'm Dave Dombrowski. I am.
I hear you.
I will trade an unknown for a known any day of the week. And I'm not talking rentals. Don't get me wrong. I don't want a guy here for a couple months. I'm giving up Haley and an intern to be named later for a guy that's only going to be with the Tigers for 2 months. No.
Right.
I mean, Haley's a better prospect than that. McGonigal, Clark is a better prospect than that. But if you're giving me a guy, how about the Miguel Cabrera deal?
Yeah.
I have no problem giving up Andrew Miller and Cameron Maybin in that deal. None.
Yeah.
Zero. I have no problem. Wait a second. I got a young stud, a guy who wants to be here, and I can literally have for the 10 best years of his career. Sign me up.
No, and I think it makes a difference when you have somebody in your front office that, I don't want to compare him to Brad Holmes, but it appears that Scott Harris has a knack for drafting. When you look at just some of the prospects that he has right now, like I brought up Brasenio and Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal, they are the big three right now in terms of our prospects, and they are already in the AA system and look like that when they come up to the main roster, they will be able to make an impact somewhat quickly. So it does appear that he has a knack for drafting, and if you're confident in his drafting ability and his ability to develop these prospects, then you shouldn't be, cautious about risking a prospect or two if it yields you the right type of player. Once again, like you said, not a rental, but the right type of player and the right type of deal, I would do it.
KG, as is today, if they don't move anything, if I'm right,
don't say that.
I'm right and we don't see any more moves or moves of significance, what is the ceiling for this team?
Well, AL Central in the bag.
Well, yeah, that's established. They're winning the AL Central.
Like, I still, at this point, if they can improve their play with the people that they already have, I still think they're an ALCS team.
Okay.
Now, how far they go in the ALCS, we don't know. Because like you said, you do have some teams that you have to worry about. The Blue Jays are starting to come out of nowhere. You do have the Houston Astros who, I'm confident against, but I can understand why people are a little bit concerned because they are playing really good ball right now. But I wouldn't go any further than that. I am locked in at ALCS team regardless if they make any more moves at this point or not.
I'm telling you right, and I know the Rangers lost a couple, but they're only one game out of the wild card. I said at the beginning of the season, I'll say it again. I think people are forgetting this is a team that won a World Series not too long ago.
They did.
And they kind of struggled all year, but you're seeing them go like this now, and I think that's a danger. I'm with you. Best case scenario, ALCS.
Yeah.
Best case scenario.
All right, so if they do add someone else, who do you think it'll be? Because I'm struggling between a bat and a relief pitcher. I don't think they'll go out and get any more starters because of the Chris Paddock move.
I agree with you.
They did sign Luke Jackson, and I know that wasn't, his first showing wasn't the best. But that is somebody that they signed and gave an MLB contract to, so he will be on this team going forward. And then they went out and got Paddock. So to me, logically, they need a bat. But what if they do something else? What do you expect?
What do I want?
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you expect them to go get?
Well, you know the answer to that. Nothing. I just don't. I
No,
don't.
I'm saying if they do, though, if they were to do something.
I think it has to be Penn. I think it has to be back-ended. And the problem is, you know what? There are every other team that are feeling the exact same way right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. I mean, every other team is probably saying the same thing right now. Man, I feel a lot better if we got an arm or two in our back end.
I brought up the Royals the other day. They below 500, but they're still trying to make a push because of the lead in the AL Central is still within grasp. So, yeah, you're competing against a lot of teams, but I think Scott Harris, I just give him a certain amount of expectation at this point because he's proven to me that he is a competent GM. It's just all about how does he make that move work, because I thought he was genius last year for trading Flaherty away, bringing in Sweeney, although Sweeney has been sent down, and being able to get Jack Flaherty back the very next year. To me, that's good GMing, and I do feel he's never been in this position before, so we need to see it, but I do trust his ability to go out there and make some moves. I do.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. JB, I know we're up against it. Anything in the chat? Anything we got to get to before we hit the break and do a lot of Lions?
Oh, yeah, definitely got a lot of Super Chats. Shout out to everyone sending in Super Chats right now. $5 from Sideless, 5339. He said, my pants are going to fly away seeing the fans crash out during the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, it's gonna be magical.
I swear to God, I will shut you down. You show up Friday morning going, I can't believe how bad they were. I will shut you down. You are facing banishment if you put anything into that fucking game
Sean
on
ain't
Thursday
fucking
night.
playing with y'all.
I will banish you.
He ain't playing with y'all.
All right, go on.
Oh, shit. Randall Small sending in $5. He said the Tigers need nothing Suarez and extra arm or two in the bullpen will be nice, but not necessary.
The extra arm or two, let's put an emphasis on that. Let's face it, that was a strength for us last year. That was a huge catalyst of why we did what we did last year.
Yeah. And
we don't have that right now.
I hear you.
Nothing close to it. So yeah. I'm with you there.
No, I absolutely agree.
All right, another $5 from Mike Willetti, $5.70. He said, is Scooble's agent holding out the deal to go out to market for a bigger bag?
He is playing the smartest game. I mean, that's why so many guys pick up Scott Boras, because he's the smartest in the. And I'll tell you what, at the same time, it's not rocket science, because you know what I do? I look at Wheeler's contract and I go,
yeah.
You guys, we talked about it in Big D Energy a couple months ago. Listen, I think 8 years, $400 million is what you're talking about. Do not be surprised at all if it's around $50 million a year.
Yeah, but if I'm Scooble, why would I take that? I want the full term. I want 10 years. I waited all this time. You could have been signed.
Right.
So I do think the Scott Boras element, I've been screaming this, the Scott Boras element is definitely a factor. Like his relationship with the Tigers ain't the best.
No.
Like, let's just be real about it. And when Scooble came out and he did the thank you letter to Detroit and all that, yeah, it on surface it looks like he wants to be here. I think that was posturing by him and his agent. Like at this point, like you're putting pressure on this organization because the fans, you already know the fans want Scooble back, but they are putting pressure on the organization to be like, hey, you know, I'm a two-time Cy Young winner. I'm one of the best pitchers on God's green earth right now. And I want everything I deserve.
And let's be honest, the relationship between Boras and this franchise were two different places.
Yeah.
In the previous incarnation with Mr. Illich and Dave Dombrowski, it was a lot different.
I can imagine.
Because those guys were throwing up bags left and right.
Exactly.
Man.
I can imagine. Ain't that now, though?
All right, JB, anything else?
Yep, a little bit more. $5 from Jordan Lionheart, 1820. He said, speaking of Illich as well, too, I feel like we should go all in now because we all know after next year, Scooble is gone, and ain't no way the cheapest rich dude in the world is dishing out $400 million.
You have a year. Because I'm going to say it again, there ain't no way in hell if we get to this point, I'm not trading Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, if
you have the best pitcher in the world and you have a chance to compete with the best pitcher in the world, I'll let him walk after the run. I'm sorry, I will.
Yeah, no, especially when you got guys like Jackson Jobe and you do have some pitching prospects maybe that can come in and you can rebuild that way, but at this point, if it doesn't get done in the offseason, he's going to market. Like, make no mistake
No
about
doubt
it.
in my mind.
Why wouldn't he?
Why-
Like,
and-
he
and-
stands to get the most money.
I'm going to say it again. Conversely, why would the Tigers allow him to walk? That would be moronic.
It would.
If a year from now we're in the exact same position we're in right now, okay? And at the trade deadline, you say to yourself, well, we better trade Scooble because we're not going to get anything for him at the end of the year. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm letting it ride out. We have the best pitcher in the game. Let's see if we can do something this offseason. By that point in time, why would you give him up?
It makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
And finally, one last one from Silas 5339.
Shout out.
He said the 3 ghosts of the Detroit Tigers are going to visit Scrooge Illich and he'll buy the biggest goose. Shout out.
Scrooge Illich.
Spirit,
Right.
could you imagine like Chris?
I can see it.
Hey, do you know what morning it is, sir?
Right.
It's trade deadline morning, sir.
Right.
Go out and buy the biggest goose.
Right.
And all fucking Shakespeare and shit. Sir, are you daft? Go, boy, and there's an extra shilling in it for you.
Oh my God. That'd be hilarious. Maybe that's what Chris Illich need to get a kick in the ass and spend some money.
Right.
Maybe. Mr.
Oh,
Ryan.
We should have like Haley dress up as a child and like run by his. Excuse me, fine lass. What morning is it? Why, it's trade deadline morning, sir.
Oh, shit.
Who did that? That's a great bit.
No,
That
that's
is a good
hilarious.
bit. That is a good bit. I like that.
I'm envisioning Chris Illich's Scrooge. Like, oh, what a fine lass, a lovely lass.
At the end, he just opens the checkbook, starts writing checks. Oh, man.
They'll just fly out of the checkbook.
Like, you know that scene where like he whispers to the people at the church how much he's gonna give?
Right.
He whispers into Scott Harris' ear and he he's in a state of
Harris is
shock.
stunned,
Scott
like,
Harris is like, I can
what?
spend? I
Right.
can go make huge moves?
What?
Dude, that is the chat of the morning.
Oh,
Who was
man.
that did that?
That was Silas 5339.
Silas, that is legendary.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good. All right, where we going, JB?
We got to hear from BlackRock. I believe you have BlackRock.
Haley does.
Oh, Haley.
Aren't you
hey.
happy?
I'm excited. So BlackRock's 8 weeks of giveaways rolls onto week 3.
Say what?
Congrats to our Filet for a Year winner, Gretchen Peters from Portage.
Big Gretch.
Next up, one lucky winner is about to level up their backyard barbecue with a Traeger grill.
Traeger.
My dad has one and we use it all the time. So be sure to enter by scanning
Keep your pants
QR
on, Sean.
code above.
It's a woman in the room.
Every entry also gets you a shot at the grand prize, which is 4 tickets to the home football opener on September 14th. The enter period closes August 3rd. Ready, set, sizzle.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's hot summer sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The hot summer sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
All right, sports fans, whether you're hitting the game or simply chilling at home, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest line of recreational cannabis products, 27 locations across the state, 9 alone in Metro Detroit, so you're never too far away from a Jars near you. But don't fear, because we live in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, Michigan. Stores are popping up your way very, very soon. If you don't have time to check out all their products in store, check them out online at jarscannabis.com or their Instagram at jars_life, because you know what? I know you want to get high.
I can't get that British accent out of my
Please,
Cheerio. Good morning, sir. That's
Boy,
so
what day
damn
is it?
Right.
Why, it's trade deadline day, sir.
I want to see this now.
We have to play this through now.
We can make this skit. We can make this happen.
Really can.
We got cameras in the back. We can make this shit happen.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, by the way. How are you, KGJB Haley? Sitting in the chair this morning. My name is Sean Baligian. Big fan of Justin Rogers. Justin's done fantastic work for a long time. JB, this is the kind of stuff that puts a smile on my face this morning. The first unofficial depth chart. Let's stress, unofficial depth chart.
We're here.
We are here.
It's here. Anything jump out to you? Let's.
I can't see a word on that.
Okay.
Yes,
JB, you got the
Mahogany at left guard, Glasgow at center, Ratledge on the right side, and of course Panay. All right, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Much better.
There we go.
See, I'm telling. I think Tate Ratledge is going to be center when all is said and done. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
I think all is.
Don't be surprised in the next preseason game if he is playing center because they probably want to see what he looks like.
Look at that. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Oh,
that is.
good.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to David Montgomery. I don't ever want David Montgomery to feel like he is being disrespected in any way, shape, or form. Okay.
Yeah.
That talk makes me very, very sad. I don't think David Montgomery understands how much he means to the fan base and how much he means to this team.
Yeah.
That stuff. We might have to have a David Montgomery day. Like, honestly.
Oh, I'm so with you on that.
yeah.
Like,
I'm
we'll
down
get
for that.
my Traeger and Haley's dad's Traeger. We'll cook a bunch of stuff for him and say, Dave, this is your day. Come on in.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not seeing anything too crazy. So this is the first preseason game depth chart? Because I'm seeing some names on here that wouldn't normally be
so
on
this is
here.
just basically the unofficial depth chart that they think the Lions will be running with this season.
Oh, so for
here's
the
a little
regular
bit.
season?
Yeah, so here's a little bit of the defense and special teams.
can I go back to the receiving core for just a second?
Yeah, I got
Do you
you.
mind?
No
Do you
surprises
mind?
defensively.
I want to go back to the receiving core. All right, so obviously Amon-Ra, Tim Patrick. All right.
Khalif Raymond, Tom Kennedy. I don't know if Tom
See,
Kennedy
that,
will make the roster.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
with you.
That's why I was looking at this. Like, is this the preseason? I'm seeing some names on here. Like, I don't know if they're gonna make the team. Like, Kingsley. I forgot how to say his name. I had it last year. Ogwakun. I believe is how you say his name.
What do you think about Ronnie
I
Bell?
don't think he'd be on there. Ronnie Bell definitely. I don't think he's gonna make the team.
I don't think so either.
No, because they.
And I didn't want you to yell at me. That's why I asked you first, because I know there are people out there the way they're, oh, of course you're going to say Ronnie Bell's not going to
I know you're not hating. We talking pros right now. We ain't even talking college. But, yeah, Ronnie Bell, I don't expect them to because they really like Dominique Lovett, and you do have Isaac Teslaa.
Which
And,
they really love.
you still have Khalif Raymond, who we always forget about Khalif Raymond. for some reason.
1,000%.
So, yeah, this doesn't look that great to me. I'm not going to lie. Because, yeah, some of these names I just don't see making the team. Giovanni Manu, okay, I can see that.
See, we're all taking this in at the same time, so you're going to have to pardon our silence as we do this, because now, are they going to keep 3 quarterbacks?
Nah. No.
That's questionable.
I want to say no. But I can see it, though, because they technically had 3 quarterbacks last year, right? When Teddy Bridgewater came to the team. But, yeah, I don't think they trust, like, Hendon Hooker to be the number 2, so I can expect them to have 3.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've been saying it forever. I mean,
Kyle Allen's had a really good camp, too, so when you add that in, there is a chance they carry through.
I don't think Hendon's going to be here.
Yeah.
I've said it for a while. Maybe I'm reading the tea leaves,
Maybe.
you know, I just don't think he's going to be here, you know.
Yeah.
All right, can we go to the defense for a second?
Oh, yeah, I got
I
you.
don't give 2 shits if you're bored out of your mind at us doing this. This is content for us right now, okay?
Absolutely. All right, so I'm looking at the edge room. Everything.
I don't
looks
see Z's name on there.
according to
Zadarius,
Yeah.
Zadarius, where are
maybe
you?
one day. Maybe one day.
Zadarius.
Really hoping.
All right, Davenport, Pascal, Ahmad. Yep, that looks normal. Jack, Campbell, Derek Barnes, Zach Cunningham. Okay. Alex Anzalone, Grant Stewart. Yep, we saw him last year. Malcolm Rodriguez. The corner room is kind of getting me right now because I do see Rocky Yassin and
there it is.
Avonte Maddox. Where's Avonte Maddox on the list? I don't see him.
He's your
I'm
nickel.
really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm really. I don't want to say excited. That's not the right word. I want to see what Ennis does. I do.
Oh, he's going to be great.
Yeah,
man. I really do.
I'm really. Again, excited's not the right word. I'm anticipatory.
Yeah, as you should.
Is that even a fucking word?
Yeah,
It is now. You
Haley's
just
the smart one in there. Anticipatory. Is that a word?
Look how she
You
looking
should
at
see the look she's giving me right now. Her mind's on Traeger right now. So yeah, she doesn't know.
Nah,
I love.
Yeah, that's a word.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, really?
I love the buzz that we're getting out of Hassanin right now. I do.
I think
all that stuff that popped yesterday, that just makes me happy, man.
I think he's going to make an impact. I really do. Especially, just being on that other side. They have a lot of trust in Davenport, but then you look at the backups, it's AQM and Ahmad Hassanin. So I think that he does have the potential to make an impact this year.
And again, please keep that in its proper perspective because KG, I agree with you. And before somebody starts yelling at KG, as part of a rotation.
Exactly.
Not going to come in and get 5 sacks and be rookie of the year or anything like that. Like the NFL, especially like dudes when we were kids, there were 4 guys out there all 3 downs.
Yeah.
I mean, that was your front 4. And you weren't going to rotate guys in and out liberally. The game has changed so dramatically in that regard. KG, I don't mean to speak for you, but I think we're on the same page. As part of a rotation.
I'm glad you said
not
that.
lighting the world on fire.
Nobody said he's going to get 5 sacks. If he does, then they hit on another late round
I
pick.
won't hit pants on the last month of the year.
I swear, if Hassanin can come in and do something like that, it'll be amazing. But I don't expect that. Absolutely not.
All right.
I wanted to ask you about your boy, Whiteside, man. I see him on this depth chart list. Do you think he's making the team? At the corner position.
How?
Yeah, exactly.
How? I'm not being funny. Like how?
I don't see it. I don't see it with all the names that they got. But I'm not seeing Avonte Maddox on there. So that's what would they put?
Oh, there he is. That on the nickel.
Yeah.
Number 2 nickel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay.
Right next to
yep,
Meek.
Yep. All right. But yeah, I don't think he's making this team just based on all of those players.
Nor do I.
He might make the practice squad though for sure.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But yeah.
Grind it out for you know what people forget. Like I know this from an inside source. You know those guys are paid fairly well on the practice squad, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're I mean it's not granted it's not NFL level stuff, but that's a very livable wage. We'll leave it at that, okay?
Absolutely. Is Broderick Martin still on the team?
Right?
What the hell happened to that man?
Jeez, Pete.
Jesus Christ, man. But I mean, some of this I don't totally agree with, but it's unofficial.
What's the latest you heard on McNeil? Because I've heard early November. For a while it was Thanksgiving. Have you heard anything else?
No real update. All I know
J.
is
Raj,
that
if you're listening, can you text me? I'd love to know if that's changed.
Yeah, no real update. As far as I've heard, it's still maybe around Thanksgiving time. If you're lucky, you can get him during that week 8 bye. Maybe you get him back in the building and working out, but that would be a stretch. So you're gonna get him late season.
Oh, shout out to Broder. He's in the chat. He said Avonte Maddox is definitely making this team.
He better. So I'm just looking like he better make the team. But yeah, as far as Aleem, you're gonna get him back late. So, and we don't know what he's gonna look like when you do get him back. But I really like the defensive tackle room outside of that. Like once you get Aleem back, I think that defensive tackle room is one of the best in the league. I really do.
And I'm gonna say it again. I do not mind. I truly do not mind getting some of those guys back. I mean, I've seen it work for other teams. I always use the New York Football Giants, man, when they didn't just get one guy back. They didn't get 2 back. They got multiple bodies back late in one season and rode it to a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Okay? Even after that whole hum, I think they were 9-7 that year, man. And,
yeah.
So we'll wait and see how it goes. All right, listen. Sorry. Hey, JB, you're never going to believe it. I'm behind. Isn't that
Oh,
unbelievable?
no.
Yeah. Where are we going right now, JB? Any super chats? Any chats of note?
No super chats right now. Oh, wait. We just got one in from Sideless.
Shout
Once
out.
again, Silas, another $5.
You aren't doing another British Shakespearean thing, are you, Silas?
Hopefully he's not. He said, as I was driving into work, I realized how many first round and legit players are on this defense. When was the last time we had a starting 11 this good?
Dude,
Never.
we are a real NFL franchise. I don't care what anybody says. We are with real NFL franchise expectations.
Damn near every position group, you have a league best type player in it. Like,
Could you-
almost every position group.
Like, I want you to think in our lifetime. When was the last time you would be mad that the Detroit Lions made the playoffs?
Never.
Right, right.
I used to pray for times like
That's
this.
exactly it. Not now, the Lions make the playoffs and we're out in round one. It's devastation. I
Yeah.
mean, this is how real NFL teams work, man.
I'd much
thank
rather
you
be
for
on
that,
this side.
Silas.
Yep.
All right, where are we going, JB?
Massage Chair House.
Hey, let me take you down to Massage Chair House and shout out intern Haley. She's enjoying one of those chairs right now. But looking to upgrade your relaxation game? Well, Massage Chair House has got you in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, of course, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest with top brands for massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki. Located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, experience comfort with the wellness doc, Dr. Eric Duncan, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. You can book a visit by going to massagechairhouse.com or scan that QR code right there on the screen. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code on screen. Use code word Woodward1000. You can deposit up to $1,000, but all you have to do is place a minimum of a $20 bet, and if it doesn't hit, Caesars will throw it right back into your account. No questions asked. The best sportsbook around, best sportsbook for us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code, use code word Woodward1000, and make some money tonight.
Welcome back in. Glad you could join us. Just short of 9 o'clock this morning. JB, KG, Haley, and Sean. Glad you didn't flow.
Yeah, it didn't.
All right, it's almost like my what up, dope. It just
Yeah.
don't. It don't work.
Yeah, we
it
gotta
just
work on that.
it don't work.
We gonna get there, Sean. I
We'll
promise we
get
gonna
there.
get there.
What up, dope? It just. Sorry. I try. Even Haley's laughing now.
You
Damn it.
just don't have to rush it.
Why are you
It's
saying
more
it so
relaxed.
Okay, ready? What up, Bill?
You sound
Still
like
a little
Homer
rough.
Simpson.
Still a
Like,
little
yeah, I'm
like
trying to get
nervous
you to stop
to say it.
sounding like
All
Homer.
right, say it one time.
What up, though?
What up, dope?
Hey,
There you go.
okay, better.
Even
better.
Haley said yes. All right. I can't. What up, dope? All right, listen.
All
Let's.
right, now you went back.
We gonna get there, Sean.
Trey Lance evidently is getting the start.
I was so excited when I saw that. So excited. Trey Lance back from the dead, baby.
Oh, good gracious me.
That is crazy. Didn't the Cowboys trade for him like last year? They traded a fourth round pick.
Listen, Jerry Jones is magic. We've established this, right? I love Jerry Jones. Let me tell you something. This is a guy. You know how we are as human beings. As human beings, we always want to tell people the guys that we were right about. Like I love Josh Allen.
Right.
I was right about Josh Allen day one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I'm sorry, that guy. He's a freak. Okay, and there's no other way to say it. And I think people were kind of disrespecting him. I was dead wrong about that guy.
Oh shit!
Dead.
You were a Trey Lance believer?
I was.
Yeah.
I was openly. Now I wasn't one of those guys saying we have to draft him or anything like that. I just, and I think the fact that I was doing a lot of the draft shows, a lot of guys whose opinion I really, really respect were salivating over him.
Yeah, they were.
Salivate. So I think it was kind of like not only what I saw out of him, but what others were saying about him. I mean, it just...
Hey, you can't get them all, man.
It ain't happening,
You
man.
can't get them all. And I never thought he would be a star, but I figured he would be a serviceable quarterback in this league, and he hasn't even lived up to that, man. That is one of the worst draft picks of all time.
Oh, it really is.
It's horrible.
I can't deny you, Sean. Like, I was in that same boat as well, too, with Trey Lance. Not going to lie, I had a lot of hope in this dude. So much that I was rooting for him when he got drafted, and then also enough that I have this man's signed mini helmet at home right now, which is just unbelievable.
No way. Do you really?
His college signed mini helmet, yeah.
Everybody thought he was the next big thing, and the 49ers did too. They gave up the fucking farm for him, and it's crazy. They went and got a 7th round fucking pick and made him their quarterback and got to a Super Bowl with him. It's amazing when you look back at it. Like, that's nuts.
You cannot throw away the 3rd pick of the draft and hope to survive from it, and San Francisco has.
They did.
Now they're going to take a step back up. I still don't. There are people putting them on a level I don't think they're going to get to this year.
I think they could.
But they're going to. Yeah, the run's over. I agree. But I don't think that they're going to fall off like they did last year. The complete bottom dropping out and all that.
I mean, they had a lot of injuries too. Of course, you have to account for that. But now that they don't have people like Deebo Samuel on the team anymore, it's going to look a little bit different. And you do wonder how good really is Brock Purdy, because I've heard people say that he's better than Jared Goff. I will, to this day, deny that. Like, absolutely not. But you do wonder just how good he really is, and they do still have Kyle Shanahan. So if he's really that guy at the coaching position, then they'll figure it out.
Purdy has, here's that term again. What did you call it? The white guy wiggle?
The white boy wiggle.
Shout out T-Foss.
Yeah, no,
the white boy wiggle.
He does.
Yeah.
I think we saw it in the championship game, right?
Oh,
there
yeah.
were times that we had him in our sights, and he just found a way.
But was that him, or was that us just not being able to defend him properly?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
Because he did. There was an escapability that he had.
He can move around.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's mobile, but he can move out of the pocket and make plays off script a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him like,
No.
I don't think he's the most mobile quarterback.
And that's why I have to put him in that, white boy wiggle?
Yeah. It's white
What up,
boy
Bill?
wiggle.
So, all right, you brought up something. You legitimately have, what is your signed item from Trey Lance?
So it is a South Dakota State mini helmet with the Nike visor. So it's yellow and green, and then the visor is yellow as well too. But
South Dakota.
So I have. There's a reason why I bring that up. Okay, and KG, I'm gonna ask you if you have some random signed item at home.
Yeah.
I have a Priest Holmes Texas signed helmet.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I hate Texas. I make fun of Texas as much as anybody. The whole Texas is back routine.
Yeah.
I make fun of Texas as much as anybody. But Priest Holmes single-handedly won me multiple fantasy championships back in the day.
Right. Priest Holmes was a dog.
I have this weird Priest Holmes thing. Trent Green was another one. I'll love Trent Green to the day I die. Because everybody would go take the big quarterback, and I'd be like, every year. The Kansas City Chiefs back then were like the Cincinnati Bengals of today.
Absolutely.
They'd start out 4-7, and then they'd go on this mad dash. And Green's just throwing darts left and right.
The offense was crazy back then.
Always in the second half of the season, it always
Yep.
picked up. But I was at a one of those charity type things, and somebody had like a Priest Holmes signed helmet in there, and I was like, nobody's putting a bid on this. So I of course, being the cheap ass that I am, I lowballed it.
Yeah, of course.
And right at the end, somebody like went way over the top, going, "Yeah, I'll show him." I want to say I put like $50. It was for charity, and somebody won 100, and I was like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah, right. You
Hell
backed
no!
out. I thought you
I
was gonna go
immediately
150.
went over top of him, and then went what?
Right, 150 here. I
What
thought,
now?
I thought you was going over. I thought
Yeah,
you was
so
going over.
I legitimately have a signed Texas Priest Holmes helmet.
That's crazy.
And it's sitting in my basement, and like, I'm not joking. When I'm downstairs, I kind of look at it and go, the fuck is that doing
right.
here?
Why did I buy that?
What did I do that for? It went to charity, though,
Next
right?
time I come over, I definitely got to see.
All right, yeah, you're gonna be over in a couple weeks,
yeah,
right?
absolutely,
My
absolutely.
my Traeger's gonna be on overdrive.
Oh.
Anything like that? You got any weird like?
Well, I told you the story about the 0-16 Lions team. I went to the training camp. I had that shirt where I got the signature of everybody that was on that team that year except for Jason Hansen, all the starters anyway. But yeah, I ended up losing that shirt. What I do have in my possession right now, and I'm trying to get it authenticated. So I used to work at the Payless. There used to be a Payless in Novi, right across from 12 Oaks Mall. They turned it into a furniture
I remember.
store.
Yeah.
So when we were moving stores, my manager, she gave me this big ass shoe, and she said the previous manager used to have this shoe in a glass case, but she didn't know who the hell it was from. I look on the shoe, on the back of it, it says Dream. So I'm like, Akeem Olajuwon is like a size 19 shoe. So I have in my possession, I believe, an Akeem Olajuwon shoe that I'm looking to get authenticated and hopefully signed one day.
No way.
Just
for
chilling
real?
in my basement right now. I'm gonna have to bring it in one day. I literally just have a big ass Akeem Olajuwon shoe, and I don't know what to do with it. Like, I've just been chilling in my basement for forever.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, now Haley, I got to ask you, any interest in an autograph, any random autograph where you kind of sit back and say, why is this even in my possession?
I don't know if I have any autographed things.
Really?
To be honest.
All right, anybody you would get an autograph from?
Oh. Plenty of people.
Yeah?
I would get an autograph from Eminem.
Eminem.
I am. All right,
Marshall Mathers.
You got to shoot down here. You know where we're located.
It
Come
makes
down
sense.
here.
I was not expecting
Take
Eminem.
a pic and sign something.
I
for
mean,
me.
think that
her
could
name
be-
is Haley. So
I mean,
it,
that right?
It makes
Yeah.
perfect
Her
sense.
name is Haley.
It makes sense.
I think that that's within reach too.
Yeah. Oh, you got Eminem? You
got
his
Eminem's
contact, is
number?
What you saying? You got
I mean,
hooked up?
no, but I
Okay,
think
I
it's
was-
more within reach than others.
I feel you.
You know what's funny? One of my buddies is watching right now, and he comes over and when we have our hockey get-togethers, and my buddy Kirk, shout out, said, "I never knew whose autographed helmet that was." I have this random Texas Longhorn helmet downstairs.
That's
and
hilarious.
Like, I'm sure a lot of people are just going, "Why is that there?" Because you got all my dumb hockey stuff and
Of
a
course,
whole
right.
bunch of state
Just
stuff and
random.
everything, and then there's this Texas Longhorn helmet sitting there.
Like, that's something I expect to see in Maz's basement, because Maz just loves all sports, everything. But like you,
Or my basement, yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to have that for sure.
Trey Lance is up there though, dude. Like
Trey-
especially with that helmet, that's up there.
Trey Lance is up there, but I have two others that are probably just worthless that probably shouldn't be there either.
All right, go on.
Kenny Galladay. I have a Lions Kenny Galladay
Oh, no.
signed helmet.
I bought into
No.
Kenny Holiday hook, line, and sinker.
We all did.
Listen. All right. You know how we always talk about camp heroes? I was out there one day. I forget what year it is. They all run together. On a Sunday, he put on a show where the dudes were even stopping on the field and just going.
Yeah.
And you know when your teammates are doing that, it was in and like if you're one of those, you want to find a tweet to laugh at, you could probably do a search. And I know for a fact, like I was sitting at camp that day and I go, I'm not like this, but I'm telling you right now, Kenny Galladay is an absolute stud.
I don't know what happened
and
to
is
him.
going to be an All-Pro.
I don't know what happened to him besides going to the Giants. I mean, he literally stole their money. Like, it was bad. But I thought he was the next thing too. But maybe it was just because who was throwing to him at the time, which was Matt Stafford. So
all right. So Kenny Galladay
and chat, don't get mad at me. You either KG or you Haley, but a bells and whistles Brett Favre
you son
helmet.
of a bitch.
Don't come at me. All right, I won this helmet. I did not pick it.
You getting booed for that?
It is just in my basement right now. A Brett Favre signed helmet. Yeah.
Listen. I have confessed this, and I'm not real proud of this. I don't know if I've confessed this at Woodward because this is years ago. I don't know what happened to me, but one day I went from hating Brett Favre a lot to actually enjoying Brett Favre.
Oh, my God. You fell for it, Sean. Oh, he's playing so carefree out there. Oh, he's just having fun. You fell for the hook, line, and sinker. You did.
I did.
Come on, Sean.
I did.
He's a complete POS, man.
1,000%. I did enjoy watching him play, though. I did.
I hear you. And to me, like, I hate Aaron Rodgers so much. I've always said he ain't better than the person he replaced. Like, I would take Brett Favre over Aaron Rodgers any day. Sue me for that. I don't care. But just, come on, man. It's Brett fucking Favre, man. Ugh.
When he, do you remember, this is going way back, but do you remember that Monday night where, like, his dad died? Then he went out there and just lit the Raiders.
Was it a 5-touchdown game or something?
It was 5 touchdowns and 399 yards.
Yeah, I remember that, man. And they were just glazing them the whole broadcast.
Now, 2 things. Number 1, it was that. And number 2, I'm not making this up. It also happened to be my fantasy football championship. Because a lot of those things come back to fantasy. You got it.
Okay.
So when a dude goes for 5 scores and 399, and I know for a fact I beat Stoney that day in the championship at the radio station.
Shout out Stoney, man.
It was like, no joke, Favre went off. And it was one of those games, like in the second quarter, Stoney. It's almost like, you know how politicians they give the call and they concede the race. It was the second quarter, and Stoney gives me a call and he goes, "Congratulations, you won the damn league again." And Favre wasn't even close to being done. It was like, so I think in that moment it wasn't just, it was like, okay, you just won me a significant amount of coin as well. So because of that, like, it was like, I went from literally hating Brett Favre, going back to the Shannon Sharp play, to just going, okay, well, I don't like you, but I don't hate you anymore.
Oh, my God.
All right?
At least you got a reason. I can understand it. JB, I don't know what the fuck you doing over there, but at least I can understand, Sean.
Hey, I was in Rifts, and then they somehow, some way, Green Bay ended up being my secondary team, and you know what? Brett Favre came out, and I'm like, so...
See,
no one wanted to trade with me either.
You ain't getting no return value on that because now that you caught up in this charity bullshit, like you can't even sell that now.
I told you
guys,
waste of time. My generation and your generation is different. And then you talk to Terry Foster, and Terry says all the time, it was the Vikings. They all hated the Vikings, okay? For me, it was the Bears. And I openly admitted it was jealousy. Yeah. It was 100. The Chicago Bears under Mike Ditka is what I wanted my team to be.
I feel you.
They were bad. They had the swagger. They were going to kick you in the face and then steal the cheerleaders after the game.
Yeah.
Like that's I wanted my team to be the Chicago Bears. And like I say this all the time, like my favorite regular season game, I'm serious, as cheesy as it sounds, is Thanksgiving 91, where we literally bullied the bully. We literally punched them in the face, and I watched the Bears kind of stagger.
Yeah.
And it's funny, talk to Lowe about it. Lowe's like, oh, man, that was great.
Yeah.
That felt so good because, they had slapped us around for so long. We hit harder, and they didn't know how to respond. And so for me, I don't have the hatred and disdain for the Packers that you guys do. I don't.
But see, it's the reverse for me, and it's funny you brought up that, from that time period. But for me, it's always been the Packers. I've always been jealous of them. How come they get to have nice things? How come they get back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks? Like, it just makes no sense. Like, and I always wanted the Lions to be at that level. Aaron Rodgers kicked our ass for a decade, but it was so satisfying when the Lions in 2022, they made that run and they essentially ended Aaron Rodgers as a Packer. Like, we took over. I've never seen the Lions take over Lambeau Field. Like, that shit, it was Sean, you don't even understand.
It was surreal.
I felt like Andy Dufresne coming out this shit. I did. Like, I am delivered.
That was one of those things, too. They had the elongated post-game show, and all the "Let's Go Lions" chants. And the blue in the I was texting my buddies because, like I said, I know a lot of guys up north who love the Packers. But people don't understand that in this state. I say it all the time. There are a lot of people in the state of Michigan. The Packers are their number one love. Like, you go up to the UP, and I've basically been told from Marquette West, you got just a plethora, dare I say, majority of the fans up there are Packer fans. And I was texting my buddies going, hey, listen, man, I'm not being a dick, but have you ever seen this? And they're like, fuck you, no. Don't even bring this up to me. But that was the thing I remember. Do you remember Let's Go Lions and Jared Goff and all the blue? That was it was surreal.
Brad Holmes was out there smacking hands with the fans. Like it was amazing. I had never seen anything like that. And to see Aaron Rodgers just be completely dismantled by the Lions defense and Kirby Joseph, who was making a name for himself at that time, it's a memory that'll never leave me. Like, and just that whole run, like them starting off 1-6, Sheila coming out, making the stand, I'm sticking with my guys, and then the turnaround, I'll never forget that shit.
See, I hate the Packers. I just hate the Bears more. Like that's never going to go away. That's a childhood thing.
But you saw the Bears win the Super Bowl. And we saw the Packers win the Super Bowl.
You got it.
I feel
when you're a kid, it hits harder. I don't care what anybody says.
Absolutely.
When you're a kid, and I've had this conversation with my son because he hates the Packers, and I was like, "That's your tormentor. That's the team that did what you wanted to do," and that's the way I felt. See, the Vikings for me have always been, and I hate to say it because they, as you know, they got so mad at me. Ooh, little Vikings,
you're right.
So dangerous. This is the year. Ooh, look at Daddy's big boy taking his first steps. That's what the Vikings have always been to me. They're just kind of like coochie coo. You're just there, you know.
Y'all have y'all moments where y'all pipe up, but ultimately we know how it's gonna end. Like, y'all in the same boat as us in regards to winning anything.
No, we are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they've gone to a Super Bowl, multiple Super Bowls, but a vast majority of the fan base doesn't remember it.
And
you know what I mean?
That's fine. Going to a Super Bowl, nobody remembers the runner-up.
No.
Yeah,
no, that's exactly it.
Straight. Like,
now, I'm not going to lie to you, too. I had a really strong hatred for Tampa because they always sucked and it seemed like they beat us every year. And so I could never Tampa was like always 5-11, it seemed, right?
Yeah.
And yet somehow, some way, they always beat the Lions once a year.
Oh, you knew it.
Somehow, some way.
It was sad, man.
Gosh, that pissed me off when I was a kid.
We used to just drop so many games. It was ridiculous, man.
All
I'm
right.
so glad we're out of those times now.
No, amen to that.
Yes.
JB, anything of interest, any super chats and before we go to the break?
No, we got people getting mad,
chat.
though. Talk sports. Like, relax, man. Relax. Where you been at all morning? Go ahead, JB. My bad.
No, you're good. No super chats right now, and we need to hear from Planet Fitness.
I can tell you about Planet Fitness. I've been at Planet Fitness for 20 years. There's locations all around town. I go to Planet Fitness in Northville. As a matter of fact, about an hour after this show's over, I'll be heading to Planet Fitness. It's cheap. It's easy. Why go someplace else? You got everything you could possibly need at Planet Fitness. I guarantee you there's one somewhere near you. That's just how Planet Fitness does business. Check them out. No need to go anywhere else. Planet Fitness.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I throw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Attention sports fans. Do not miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and the Braylon Edwards Show, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
All right, welcome back in. I know we got some business to take care of. Always want to get the super chats to the front of the line. Thanks for participating. I got to call some of you out in a second, too, as well. I got to call some of you out.
Talk your shit, Dan.
JB, what do you got?
All right, 2 super chats to mention. Sorry, I forgot about these. One, Mr. Freddie Fell 313. Shout out. He is going to the Fever game tonight to get Caitlin Clark's autograph.
Shout out to him.
Nothing wrong with that. Good for you.
Nothing wrong with that. And also Sideless 5339 sending in $5. He said the Vikings sell a dynasty banner with their 3 NFC championships on it and 1 NFL championship year, which ended with them losing in the Super Bowl.
Ouch.
That's
rough.
Listen, I think people forget the Vikings were like a powerhouse back in the day.
Purple people eaters.
Right. They haven't been to the Super Bowl since Super Bowl 11, I think. They got pounded by the Raiders, and that's what we were talking about. Like the stick to sports crowd, man, take that shit someplace else.
Right.
Our division and hate, that's part of our DNA. Like, come on, man. Seriously. That's one thing we all have in common is watching other teams in the division do which we wish we could do. I mean, Vikings notwithstanding, they haven't been able to get there. But this younger generation has watched the Packers do it multiple times, watched them do it back in the day with Bart Starr and Lombardi. And as I said, for me, it was the Bears. I mean, the Bears were the big bully. The Bears were the Super Bowl shuffle and you know, all that
Refrigerator Perry.
All the national hype made me sick to my stomach.
It was disgusting.
They were the Bears skit on Saturday Night Live, right?
No, let me tell you, they literally made an animated series on Netflix a couple years ago. What was it? Chicago Party? And she was like a big just Bears fan, and they kept pimping the 85 Super Bowl and shit. I'm just like, bro, when did y'all go let that go?
No.
And I, as a Lions fan, I know that's contradictory because if we get a Super Bowl, I'm pimping that shit for the rest of my life.
Well,
but we don't want to hear about 85 no more. I'm just being real.
Listen, we're not as bad, but I think it's in the same neighborhood. You guys that have to be completely inundated with talk of the 84 Tigers, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
I do.
But what else do you have?
No, that's and that's
just like the Bears.
But you know,
have?
that's exactly. I feel sorry because you know we have a generation of kids now that are going, okay, enough.
Yeah.
I know everything about this team. I was born 15, 20 years later.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I have no connection to them.
I don't know what's going on with Zadarius Smith. I think like everybody else, you had heard some things and you heard some rumblings, and there was that sighting at that award show where he even made some innocuous comment about, coming back to Detroit. But I know you have this for us. This comes from the Detroit Times. Good follow on social media. Zadarius Smith nephew and Jackson Meeks on Za'Darius possibly returning to Detroit. I don't know what he's going to do, but I've been begging for sure.
Oh. Oh. The plot thickens.
I don't like this.
I don't like it at all.
I keep trying to tell
I
y'all,
don't like
don't
this.
be surprised. Don't be surprised if it don't happen. But I do still think we have time. But at this point, I would say unless you sustain a training camp injury to somebody along that defensive line or anybody else at this point, that's the only way I see Za'Darius making the team. Because otherwise, I feel like you would have at least heard something by now.
I am hoping and praying that maybe this is one of those cases where he's just a veteran and he says, I don't want anything to do with training camp. I don't want anything to do with these exhibition games. And you know what? On August 24th.
Yeah.
On Sunday, August 24th. Oh man, somebody got hey, Za'Darius, what's up?
Right.
You know, and give him a couple weeks because the next week, of course, is Labor Day and the bye week. Get him a couple weeks to get in some reps and get ready for this first game. But that is 100% speculation and hope.
Yeah,
I don't
at
want
this
one
point.
person to think that, I'm hearing things. No. Honestly, that's 100% speculation and hope.
Well, you know, BH ain't showing his cards, man. Brad Holmes is not going to let you know what he's thinking. The only inkling that we have that they are interested in Za'Darius came a couple months ago when he spoke. I believe it was after like the draft or whatever, and he said that they had been in contact and, you know, they have a good rapport with him, but we haven't heard shit since then. So I think that maybe they have an agreement in place if there is one. And to me, this is why I said you have time. If he's not signed, you know, by the third preseason game or after it, then I think they're going into the season as is because they have a big belief in what Marcus Davenport can do. You drafted Ahmad Hassanin in the 6th round, and he looks like he can make an impact on this team. And you have AQM, who was a practice squad edge that, you know, showed himself during the regular season and kind of earned a roster spot on this team.
KG, I am so lockstep with you. Do you know what I look at Za'Darius Smith as? A luxury.
Yeah,
he's a luxury to me.
Absolutely, he's overkill.
I think in my mind, I think too much is being made about this defensive line. I'm going to say it again. Do you people forget how good Hutch was last year?
Yes.
Like honest to God. And I understand some of you may need to see it before you're ready to jump in. I get that, okay? But conversely, I think that people are just dismissing the loss of Frank Ragnow. I think there's going to be a period of adjustment.
True.
I think the defensive line, people are making too big of a deal about it. I think on the offensive line, maybe not enough. Now, again, is it a major concern from my vantage point? No, I don't think it's a major concern. But I think it's more of a concern that you don't just get rid of one of the best centers in the game and hope everything to be okay.
Right. No, I get that. And I would say, yeah, that should be where more of the concern should be placed, although I feel like they will be okay in that aspect as well. Maybe an adjustment period. But as far as like defensive line, when you look at, they still have DJ Reader, they still have Tyleek Williams, and they still have Roy Lopez, and Mekhi Wingo is making a comeback this year. So that room is pretty much stacked, and you're going to get Aleem McNeil back at some point. And the Lions have been dominant in terms of stopping the run. We make teams one-dimensional, and I don't think that'll be any different. You still have DJ Reader, who is a guy that can take up 2 blocks at the offensive line. You still have a guy like Tyleek Williams, who is just coming in to be a space eater, essentially.
Yep.
If you can get to the quarterback, fine, but we need you to plug gaps and stop the run. They're going to be fine in that aspect, and you have very good reserves behind them. It's a shame that you lost Levi, but besides that, I think the rest of this defensive line, once you get a lean back, you got one of the best defensive interiors in football, if you ask me.
24 days until week 0. And if you're keeping track at home, 30 days until Michigan State kicks it off, the annual Friday night game. 31 days until Michigan kicks it off. I know, JB, we got a couple of things we want to hit on. MSU, a new season starting in the 7 hours of football is all we need. Let's hit the MSU thing really quickly because I think this is the concern, JB, when you talk to Michigan State fans, okay? Like, we're back to the days that we didn't think we'd be back at, okay? If we're being honest. And you Michigan fans, if you want to take your cat calls, you want to take your shots, you're more than welcome to. I thought we were past, JB, the whole days of, well, maybe we can get to a bowl game. I thought we were past those days, and clearly we're not, okay? Because that's where the dynamic is with this team right now. Are there 6 wins on this schedule? And I don't know the answer to it, KG. I'm serious.
I have to see y'all's schedule. I'm interested to see what it is.
I don't know the answer to it. That's what bothers me the most. I think, as things have come up, and let's face it, Aiden Shiles is a guy that you saw moments last year, okay? But you saw more moments of dumb, all right? Mm-hmm. And I went back and forth with people all year long, very early. Oh, man, why aren't you giving the kid a chance? I'm sorry. Those days are over. Yeah. When you come in and you're being paid $800,000, man.
Figure it out.
You got to figure it out.
And it's going to be the same thing with Bryce Underwood. And it's crazy because I've heard a lot of people over this offseason say, oh, well, Aiden Childs is miles better than Bryce Underwood. To me, they in the same boat. They both have a lot to prove. And in terms of Aiden Childs, he should be better than Bryce Underwood at this point. But we don't know because he was such a turnover machine last year. If he can fix that, then maybe y'all got something cooking. But until that is proven, I don't know. And I told you this a few shows ago. Like, he has the potential to get his coach fired this year because he's going to be there. But Jonathan Smith, if you don't get to a bowl game this year, why are we keeping you?
I could not agree with you more, especially when you have a new AD in house, especially when they know the money game.
That didn't hire you, yes.
And I like Jonathan Smith. I do. I like the words that come out of his mouth. I like the fact that he seems to understand this role. You got to remember, this is a guy that came from Oregon State, and they're used to being the little brother. You know what I mean? They're used to it. So I was like, wow, if anybody's going to get this dynamic, it's this guy. It isn't happening, okay? Yeah. And there's too much ugly. There is. JB, there's too much. Like that Indiana game, I went with my daughter to that game last year. You get to the first couple minutes of the third quarter, and we're like, we out. I'm not wasting my beautiful Saturday afternoon. Why the hell am I sitting here watching this shit? Yeah, you know what I mean?
That Boston College game always gets me as well, too. That was a heartbreaker that I feel like they could have won if they had maybe a little bit more time on the clock. Just give me 2 more minutes. Let Aiden put a drive together, but no.
You know what bothers me the most, too? And you mentioned the turnovers, and obviously nobody can dismiss that. For me, it was a lot of the missed throws.
Yeah.
Guys running downfield, and you're like, well, how the hell did you miss that?
Right.
You know, or the wrong read. Now, a lot of it is correctable, and I think you can, and this is why I'm not ready to just mail it on Aiden
You can't.
I'm not.
It's only been a year. Yeah, and he's a very young quarterback.
But I'm concerned.
I mean, but the pressure is going to be on. Like you brought up Jonathan Smith, and a lot of us do feel like he's a good coach. Like I don't think he's a bad coach, but it's just when you get a quarterback in that you're paying that type of money to, the clock is going to start on you. And maybe Jonathan Smith, with some more years under his belt, he can turn that Michigan State program around. I just don't think he has that kind of time because, like you said, new AD coming in, we didn't hire you. We want to see results, especially if we're paying this guy umpteenth $1 million from our donors and things of that nature. So they got to make something happen. I just don't think he has the time to really turn around that Michigan State program.
I'm telling you guys right now, and I know most of you know this, but what is happening at Michigan State, JB, is you are seeing what college football. Alan Haller is a good man. Mm-hmm. Alan Haller is a Spartan through and through. And you know what? It don't mean anything anymore.
It don't.
You got to go get the money.
Yep.
Like, they're not even hiding it. There are no more false pretenses about student athletes and shit like that. It is go get your bag.
Yep. Cream. Get the money. Yep. Dollar bill, y'all.
Yep.
You know what it is.
That's exactly. Coming up, and you know what? I want to see, JB, if you got this picks-wise thing, this and 7 hours of football is all we need. We can do that before we hit the break. But we're going to hit the NFL in just a minute. News with Trey Hendrickson. Lots of news with Ben Johnson and the Bears.
I can't wait.
And Caleb. You know how if we say Jared Goff somewhere, stick goes like this. Yep. If you see Caleb Williams, like I'm convinced Neil was driving and he stopped his car and somebody uttered his name.
Right, his 10 feet of offense. Oh man, I can't
all right,
Neil
this
now.
and 7 hours of football is all we need before we go to the break. JB, what do you got for us?
All right, so I will play you this MSU little hype video that they put out the other day.
I love this shit.
All right, it's always great to get started. A lot of work's taking place, leading really to this moment, preparing for a big-time season. We're trying to create hard practice. For 25 of them, you're gonna get beat once in a while. If you don't have great technique and are playing full speed, I'm hoping the other side is kicking your ass. You should get exposed. But it's also in the safest environment where you know your teammates got your back. So everybody's sitting in a team room, they're gonna have their team meeting, they're gonna go to position meetings, they've got their weight room, they've got their practices, all this common stuff. Can we do it in an uncommon way?
Man, I don't care.
Get you a little hype.
I don't care who you root for, man. You could put a Michigan thing like that. Dude, if that don't get you hype, you don't got a heart beating in your chest.
I hate y'all, but it sounds good. I can't lie, it sounds good. Y'all got to make a bowl game.
I want to take my daughter to a bowl game so badly.
You got to.
I just do.
It might be, the most random ass bowl that you can name, but y'all got to do something.
I will go to Duke's Mayo. I will allow her to pour that mayo on my head, man. I will. I'll go to New York. I'll go to New York.
I mean, I do see it in the cards for y'all. Y'all got to have 7 wins on the schedule. I feel like y'all got to.
I promised my little girl when she started that whenever Michigan State went to a bowl game, we're going. Period, end of story. Don't matter where it's at. We're going to the bowl. Bahamas Bowl? Sure, I'll go to the Bahamas again, wherever.
Why not?
Yeah.
We haven't been able to do it.
I think y'all get there, but it's yet to be seen.
I hope so. Going to take a trip around the NFL. And listen, any opportunity I can get to laugh at the Bears, especially with he whose name I dare not mention,
Blowjob,
at the helm, I'm going to do that. JB, where are we going?
You got to tell them about Vin Johnson.
I can do that. Listen, justice means different things to different people.
Damn right.
You know a dude is good when you can just use 3 letters and you know exactly what people are talking about. There's no coincidence that law has 3 letters and Ven has 3 letters as well. Settlement, verdict, justice is always worth the fight. If you've got a case, contact the fighters at Ven Johnson Law today. Get the justice that you deserve. Tough, tenacious trial lawyers. That's Ven Johnson Law.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This
guy's
got a hot girl. Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
Yeah, for sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well. Oh.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
At Gold Crown, concentrates are their bread and butter, crafting elite collaboration extracts since the caregiver days. Gold Crown partners with craft growers across Michigan to bring you exclusive full spectrum concentrates, infused pre-rolls, and of course the live resin infused gummies. Their new line Crown Jewels is here, gluten-free, effect-based, and coated in nerds for that extra little pop. Find Gold Crown in over 300 dispensaries statewide. Smoke like royalty. All rise for the reign of royal highs only with Gold Crown.
All right, don't forget, coming up about 12 minutes from now, what's trending with JB Smoove. I know some of you wait for that all day. Speaking of all day, stick with us all day. Big D Energy coming up at 11. We got Bray and Shep coming up at 2. And, of course, the heavyweights. We're going to have more programming here on the network. Stick with us. I know our pregame shows, our postgame shows, the live shows. JB, you're going to be in full effect, as a matter of fact. Or, excuse me, KG, you're going to be in full effect on Thursday night, right?
Yeah, post-game show. We're still trying to work out the details of where it's going to be, probably in the studio. But me and Anson will be a part of the post-game show crew going forward, man. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a big spot for me, and I'm excited, man. It's going to be a lot of good Lions football this year.
So much fun, no doubt about it. Keep it right here on Woodward Sports. Hey, very quickly, I want to go around the league, and we'll get into some NFL stuff. Can I get into the Deion Sanders stuff real quickly, though?
Absolutely.
All right, because I'm going to tell you what, okay? And I Deion Sanders is great for college football. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, absolutely.
He is great for college football. Do you know what college football misses, okay? College football misses personality, okay? We don't have Steve Spurrier anymore. We don't have Bobby Bowden anymore. We don't have these larger-than-life, go-by-one-name personalities,
Well, Sean, we still got Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin.
Listen. I can't stand the guy, but don't tell anybody he's really good for college football.
He's money.
Don't tell anybody.
How do you hate him?
Like, I can't. The most overhyped coach in the history of. There's nothing on his resume. There's nothing there, okay? And I love the guy.
Yeah.
He's great for college. But you know what I mean? I mean, we grew up in an era that Bo,
Saban,
Woody.
yeah,
I mean, the one name guy, Phil Fulmer. You know, all those guys have gone, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, there aren't a lot of personalities left, right?
NIL drove them out.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
NIL, they tired of it, man.
Deion is a personality.
No,
so
absolutely.
I would, Deion, cancer free. I understand they haven't done anything for all the talk, for all the chatter. People want to watch Deion, though, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. How do you not, man? He's prime time. And you can say what you want about him. What he's been able to do with Colorado, of all teams, I think is absolutely amazing. And I think he's going to be a staple in the college game, because I just can't see him going to coach the pros. I can't. But what I can see is him maybe going to like a Florida State or something like that, or a bigger program.
Could you imagine him going back to Florida State?
Oh, that would be nuts.
Man.
I think it's possible. He'll be at a bigger program within the next 2 to 3 years. You can count on that.
Isn't it funny? I always used to joke. I wanted to do like a series of books called Whatever Happened To. Because the Buffs at one point in time were a national power, national champion. Mm-hmm. Michigan's coordinator left and went there, Coach McCartney.
Yep.
And I mean, my gosh, and they've fallen off the map.
Yeah.
I mean, they've just fallen off the map.
It's not the same.
But I just want to say for the record, Deion's great for college football.
Oh, absolutely.
Deion is great for college. You can hate him all you want. You want to watch. Isn't there something special? Like, Colorado's on late at night, and I'm not going to lie to you. I hate watch.
Yeah. I hate watch.
I hate watch?
Yeah.
Ooh, Colorado's on tonight. Oh, man.
I think it's entertaining.
I'm hoping ASU puts half a hundy on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's entertaining.
And you are interested to see what's the trajectory going to look like for him now that Shador and Travis Hunter are gone. How does that look for Colorado now? But people only really hate him because of how he handles the media. Because it's like, why do you hate Deion Sanders? Yes, he's boisterous. Yes, he's very loud. He expresses himself a lot, but he's always done that. And to me, it'd be different if he was selling a bill of goods. He's never failed wherever he's been, whether it's been at the high school level, at the college level, in terms of, HBCUs, and what he's doing now. Like, he is the genuine article. So I don't know how you could be mad at him.
So a couple NFL things, in case you guys missed it. Trey Hendrickson, the holdout is over.
Allegedly.
Schefter's one of those guys, though. If he throws it out there, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. They still need to work out a deal. That's why I say allegedly, because he's coming back, but I don't know, how good the situation is. He's probably just coming back more so on behalf of his teammates. And I guess they're still trying to work out a contract. But, yeah, they haven't fixed anything by any means.
More so because he doesn't want to keep losing money.
Yeah,
that's why.
And I can't imagine, the backlash. I mean, the fact that they got Shamar in, and it's all about the non-guaranteed stuff. Man, get with the times.
Yeah.
Get with the times. I mean, I can't imagine the shit that's flying that franchise's way right now.
It's crazy because Shamar Stewart is he's probably going back he's going to get redrafted next year.
Well,
it's nuts.
They got on the same page. They got on the same page with Shamar. So
okay,
I mean, that's a good thing. Now, you know what's interesting? A couple of he whose name I dare not mention pieces. I've known Joe Chat for a while, long time. Shout out to Joe.
Okay.
What's this stuff with Graham Glasgow calling Ben Johnson uppity?
Yes. So Graham Glasgow was on a other respectable station as well too, and he described Ben Johnson as uppity.
Isn't that interesting?
That's crazy.
Isn't that interesting?
The truth coming out, man. You gonna hear some more truths as the season goes along. I promise you. It makes sense when you look at how I get people, being mad about him joining the Bears, but to me, it wasn't so much that. It was what he did once he got to the Bears. He started acting a little different. He started acting a little funny. I can see this being a real thing. Like, he gives that. He does give that.
I am not saying this with one iota of sour grapes for him leaving, okay? I'm not sure he's head coach material.
I mean, when you look at how it's playing out, it doesn't appear that way so far.
Yep.
He looks stressed out over there.
It's exactly what you just said. Perception. It's the way things look, okay? Half of what you do, you have to have a little bit of a poker face, okay?
Of course, yeah.
And I think there's some frustration showing and things like that, and guys pick up on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Guys pick up on that shit, man.
And how do you think for a Bears locker room that's been in dysfunction for quite a long time, you just had Matt Eberflus, who was a terrible disaster. Now you got this new, boy genius coming in, never coached before, and he's yelling at players. Like, we've heard reports of, him yelling at one of the players yesterday, and you see his faces in pictures and at press conferences. And then you see the stuff with Caleb Williams, and it's like, man, is he really cut out for this shit? I don't think he bit off more than he can chew.
All right,
I think it's real.
He kicked receivers out of team drills as well.
That's great, bro. So many
yesterday.
Reports are coming out of their camp.
Look at that.
Ben Johnson screamed at Luther Burden and kicked him out of the team drills. And for a little bit more context as well, too, Luther Burden was kicked off the field, chewed out by Ben Johnson after issues at the line of scrimmage during the drills yesterday. Obviously, Burton missed several weeks of practice with a hamstring injury, and now Johnson said it has hindered his progress learning the system.
See, you have to be careful because everything you say about he whose name I dare not mention, people are going to. I love that. People are going to misconstrue and say this is like sour grapes from him leaving. I'm going to say I don't.
No, it's not.
Good for him.
It's multiple reports that you are getting that dysfunction is happening in training camp.
Right.
Like, this is not just Lions fans. Anybody that's thinking that, you get that shit out your head. Like, we good. We gonna be okay.
And
Ben Johnson is struggling over there.
This goes back to the absurdity and the conversations that we had like back last January. I don't blame him one iota for going and getting a gig. I mean, your goal in life is to become the head man and to prove to everybody it's an ego game. I am a head man. I'm not just an offensive coordinator. It's where he went.
Yeah.
Like the fact that people still misconstrue that blows. He went to the fucking Bears.
I think,
like, you are my enemy. That's it.
No,
period.
Absolutely. And I think that he saw the talent over there that is on the Bears team and thought, okay, I can mold that. I can fix that. Matt Eberflus is not good. If I bring my system in place, then maybe that'll fix things. I got a young upstart quarterback on a rookie contract. I can make this shit work. And he even waited, because if we remember, he waited a cycle. It was a lot of reports he was going to take the Panthers job, which is also another shitty job.
Mm-hmm.
But he decided to wait, and he went with the Bears. But I don't think he realized just how bad it really is in that organization. Like, they've been bad for a while.
When did the Caleb conversation start? Like, legit, I know Neil's been on that forever, okay?
Yeah.
But do you know what I worry about this with Caleb?
That's what it is.
I worry about upstairs with Caleb.
No, it's the mental. And for me, I would give him this year, like, you got to give him this year just off the strength, because he was a rookie quarterback. He does have that excuse, and he's coming from a bad regime. Like, Matt Eberflus was a disaster once again. So he does have built-in excuses, but if he doesn't look, I would say, at least better than he looked last year, it's gonna get real bad for him, because he's at this point you have to look a little bit better being a first round draft pick. You have to look a little bit better in a system in which you are, you have an offensive genius that is building the offense around your skill set.
I'm not saying that he's in Anthony Richardson territory yet. I'm not. But you know what? At the end of the year, do we start to ask ourselves, is he another Anthony Richardson?
At the end of the year, yes. But Anthony, that's tough. If he's
there are still
that's
people
tough.
there are still people pining for that guy, by the way. It's unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, it tells you everything you need to know about Daniel Jones. If he can't beat out Anthony Richardson, it tells you everything you need to know about Danny Dimes.
No, but there's real talk that Danny Dimes is going to win the job. There's serious conversations about that right now.
If he can't beat out Anthony Richardson, like, that tells you, it's so unlike New York to hype up a guy, right?
Yeah.
It's so, they were going nuts. Remember Mangenius? Do you remember that
Eric
whole thing with
Mangini.
Eric Mangini?
Oh my God.
The hype that they put on these guys.
The boy genius don't always work out, man. And I'm kind of interested, Sean, like, what do you think is it? We're just spitballing here. What do you think is a number that the Bears will have this year in terms of wins? Like, what does that look like for them?
6.
Sheesh, man.
6.
I see it. I do.
I just, Caleb hasn't given me anything to make me believe that he's the guy.
Bro, people are calling a blowjob. They are calling him Patricia Light. I saw in the chat. I saw it on Twitter yesterday.
Listen,
they're calling him Skinny Patricia.
Hey, listen. Listen. That's up for whoever came up with that. That's Matt Patricia was a heck of a coordinator. He was not a head man.
I don't even know if he was a heck of a coordinator. I think
he's a product of the
overplayed
system. I'm
that.
with you. Okay. He's a product of the system. Okay, and like I've said this 10,000 times. Man, the Dallas Cowboys lost those coordinators. They lost Norv Turner and lost Dave Wanstead. Neither of them could coach your way out of a paper bag, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I just wanted to highlight some people in the chat. They're dropping some of their win totals for the Bears right now. Phoenix Sundust, should I say. Shout out to you. 8 wins for the Bears. That's a little steep. That's a little steep.
I think it's aggressive.
Yep. Dante151 has 7. Grim in the chat, 5. Definitely 5.
Yeah.
Definitely 5.
Sheesh, man. But yeah, I'm right in the same boat, around 5 to 7. If they win 8 games, I'd be surprised.
Fuck them forever. All right, listen, last segment of the show coming up. What is trending with JB Smoove? So glad you could join us. Keep it here, though. 11 o'clock, we got a Big D Energy. JB, where are we going?
We got here from Loom.
That's all you, KG.
Oh, it is, man.
Yeah.
It's my
Help
bad.
me get to bed at night. I'm going to have a big one tonight.
I tuned out because I'm not on that good Loom right now, man. I really needed that to start my morning, and maybe I'll get some in the afternoon once I leave this place. But enjoy Loom Cannabis, which we all do, but you can enjoy their refreshing new drink, Buzzin', man, and it comes in favorites like watermelon, cherry, and strawberry, or you can try the new flavors. I personally recommend raspberry lemonade, or you can try peach as well. Crack a can, take a sip, and catch a buzz. Available at Loom's 38 locations across the great state of Michigan. Use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order online or in store, and you can get all that today by going to Loom.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Hey, I am a simple guy. I like convenience, and you know what? Everything I'm involved with gives me convenience, like Feldman Chevrolet. Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1. Get that Larry Bird finger up. #1 Chevy dealer, 5 locations, probably one near you. Highland, New Hudson, Lansing, L-Town, and the one closest to me is Novi. This month's special includes the 2025 Silverado 1500 Crew, only $189 a month via the lease. Are you kidding me? The 2026 Equinox LT, how about $209 a month? The offer ends August 10th, so get your behind in to Feldman Chevrolet.
And now it's time for the most electrifying segment on the internet. Bum, bum, bum. It's What's Trending with JB. Live on Wake Up Woodward.
The greatest technical director on God's green earth. Y'all know what it is, man. JB Biscuit.
What's going on, chat family? Sorry about that, Sean. I just wanted
Right.
I wanted to hype you up a little, man.
Sean tried to get into on the
that.
intro.
I appreciate that as well, too. But I got a couple videos for you guys right now because we were just talking about the storms that happened earlier this week. It not only affected us here, but all the people in Sandusky, Ohio, specifically at Cedar Point.
Dog, what is happening to Cedar Point? Cedar Point is falling apart before our very eyes.
Dude, you know what my greatest fear is? Like, can you imagine running in that and those gosh damn carps?
Oh, hell no. Oh, my God.
Eating at my toes? Ugh.
No, Cedar Point is taking massive hits lately with the roller coaster fiasco that they got going on. Now it's fucking flooded. Like, it is falling apart before our very eyes. I'm going to miss Cedar Point, man. It used to be fun.
I mean, at least you got to splash around in the pool a little bit. The pools of water that are everywhere.
They got bad press lately, man. It's not looking good for them. It's not.
I'd kayak through that, though. Wouldn't that be fun?
Kayak through
Yeah, shit, little kid walking around with his fryer tuck thing. I'd fly by him in my boat and grab those fries so fast.
Oh, my God.
You can't be stealing kids' fries. Oh, yes, I can.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I don't know about that. But this happened last night, and sorry to all the ladies who had to go through this, but there was an incident at the WNBA game. I don't know if you guys seen this. The Atlanta Dream versus the Golden State Valkyries. A fan threw a dildo on the court.
No, for real?
Yes.
Oh, that's wild. That is wild.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. I don't know why you would do this, but...
Okay,
yeah.
My question is, the person that threw it, was it a male or female?
The police were looking for them. I don't know if they figured out who was the culprit who threw it.
I don't know if they figured it out
you
either,
know,
but it's just kind of, it's wrong.
An inquiring mind wants to know, how did you smuggle that dildo into the stadium?
I mean, it's not metal.
It's not
metal.
Where did you put said dildo to get it into the arena?
That's a good question.
We may never know.
I think we got a good idea. That's just me, though. You know, I don't know shit about shit, but that's just me.
Why did it stay on the floor for so long? Like,
Are you going to go pick it up? It ain't going to be me.
I don't know where that shit is.
That's where you look at the interns and say, Haley, all due respect, you got to go pick that stuff up, man.
Hell no.
That's the grunt work.
Yeah, right? Hell no, I'm done at that point in time.
Yeah, I'm not picking that up. I don't know where that's been.
Big pass. Big pass.
Pass for me on that. And finally, I will end what's trending.
That shit is Hulk green, too. It's just like, why the Incredible Hulk color?
Did you say Hulk green?
Yeah.
Why would you say
why is
that?
it that color? Like, I don't understand. That's just, hey, I don't know nothing.
Hulk smash!
Hulk will smash to some shit, all right. Holy shit. She got a monster dildo, whoever brought that one out.
Yo,
that is you like to have fun. You like to party.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, you're so wrong for that. So wrong for that. But finally, I will end what's trending with this. This is why I will probably not be a good parent as it is, because when this happens, obviously I'm going to be concerned, but I'm going to laugh first. And she's gone.
Damn. Hey, you want to? Hey, I bet you I can make my
Back
kid
to the
disappear.
factory. Look. Boom, go.
Oh my god.
That is crazy. What are the odds of that?
I don't know, but like I know I'm just gonna laugh first.
You want to
like,
see a magic trick?
Go.
She's probably still living in there.
Oh yeah, you're right. To this day, word is she never made it out of that bounce house.
Like I said, that's probably why I will not be a great parent. Like I'm gonna laugh first before I go help.
Oh,
you.
I'm definitely laughing for sure.
There are things that happen that you can't help it.
Yeah.
You like there's no other way to say it. You know, until you're there, you can't really understand it. It's unbelievable.
I think this is a good way to get a refund.
Look
though.
at that's great.
Yeah, you show this to the front desk like, hey, bro, I need a refund. Y'all got my kid getting trapped in the goddamn.
Maybe
like,
that's what she ordered a rebate on the kid.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't want this one. Yeah, get me another one.
All right, you can have her back. I'm done.
All right, there, boom, gone. We'll get you a new kid. Oh, that's outstanding.
But that's it for What's Trending. Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring What's Trending with myself, JB Smooth.
Appreciate you, JB. All
For
right,
now.
appreciate all you guys.
We keep
as
showing
well.
dildos. It might be over.
I know.
Right?
It might be a wrap for us. I ain't gonna lie to you.
2 hours fly by each and every day. Thank you, guys. Haley, thanks for sitting in today. Appreciate you. KG, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
JB, you guys stick around. 11 o'clock, Big D Energy coming. Peace. Have a great day.